Chinese people had for the longest time been framed as people who are not creative, who are not the ones who are innovating, who need to relearn and retrain themselves to become innovators. The book really talks about a historical moment of our very recent past where technological promise and how people attached hopes and ideas to technology, how that was displaced from a more familiar innovation hub like Silicon Valley to a place like the south of China. And so the promise was basically if people transform themselves into these modern, exciting, happy, and optimistic entrepreneurs who would make products that are not any longer considered copycat or fake, but make products that are investable, China could also at last overcome its humiliating past where it was told that it's not modern enough. That also brought with it an endurance of all kinds of forms of violence that had been already sort of covered up underneath sort of technological promise in Silicon Valley beforehand. So think about sort of how enactments of masculinity are really normalized in the tech industry and how that sort of enabled and legitimized various forms of sexism and racism in the industry. As Shenzhen and China were suddenly seen and framed as newly hopeful for tech innovation and for the future of tech production, these very processes were also then enabled and further legitimized in the process.